It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Let's go.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Kaepernick. Thomas has got it, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35.
Logan Thomas experienced a breakout season last year at the age of 29. Converted from playing quarterback, he finished 3rd among tight ends with 72 catches, and it certainly looks like his future is awfully bright.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Allen. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. We're scoreless after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, here's Gibson again. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's second and 10. Now Kaepernick. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Now Allen. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
On first down, here's Breida. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. On the give, this is Moss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the counter, Gibson. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Allen now on 1st down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On play action, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's McKenzie. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, it's Moss. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a signal and a timeout called as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Breida to get the third quarter started. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going with Moss on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
out to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give to Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Allen off the play fake. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Kaepernick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Kaepernick. Going for it all. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. At Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Brown. His first touchdown of the new season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And all the way down to the 39. A big play here for Buffalo.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On the handoff, this is Breida. Oh, look at the juke. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, it's Gibson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now, Kaepernick again. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Kaepernick now on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Colin Kaepernick keeping it himself from a yard out. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Check 3.
They'll run with Moss. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. on 2nd and 9. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, an 18-yard touchdown grab, and the Bills have taken the lead. So, Charles, man, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that we're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Rolling to his right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Thomas has got it, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Slide for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That is the game at 23-all.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going deep for Diggs. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And they'll get this up to the 10, but that's all. A nice job there to bring him down defensively. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. To throw is Kaepernick. Pass complete, Thomas.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Kaepernick to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Running out of the gun here, Breida. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. This from 51 yards for the win. It's on target, and it's good. From 51 yards out, he drills it. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And this coaching staff, CD,